You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Monday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby. There really is nothing worse than when you want something very specific to eat and can't have it. Isn't that right, Brock?
I talked to you about something off air, and then you bring it up on air, a very sensitive issue.
Tell them what happened.
Well,
you don't have to name names, just the story.
I'm going to name names. I went to the Duke for wings. They have my favorite wings of all time, the Buffalo dry rub wings. So good.
Yeah.
And I hadn't been there in a few months. Me and Courtney sit down, and the waitress goes, "Do you need menus?" I don't even need a menu. I know what I want.
Yeah.
She goes, "What do you want?" I'm like, "The Buffalo dry rub wings." She goes, "Oh, we just took those off." Oh. Ruined my night, dude.
Devastating.
Ruined my night.
An absolutely devastating feeling, because I'm assuming that you went there specifically because that was the thing you wanted to eat that
thing
night?
I get every single time, and they took it away from me. Is this what it feels like when child services takes away your kids? Like,
you know what?
Devastated.
It's exactly the same thing. 100%
Devastated. And then I had to comb through the menu, and I'm like, I'll get this. And the entire menu is good, but it wasn't
You're flustered.
It wasn't what I wanted.
You're not sitting down and thinking. You're just like, oh God, well now I don't know what to do.
Well, it's like if you go on Tinder or something and you see someone's photo and they show up on the date and you're like, that's not what I was expecting.
That's not what I ordered.
Yeah. The biggest thing that broke my heart at the Duke was when the lady was like, the kitchen did say they're going to bring it back as a specialty item from time to time. And it's like, what is this, like prom? Like, am I supposed to be excited for like the one dance a year? Like,
did you ask them to put you on like a mailing list? Like, can you let me know when it's back?
Like, tell the dude to take down my phone number and call me. Let me know when they're back.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
If you're single, here's some good news. Tinder is implementing a height filter. If you sign up for like the Tinder Premium or Gold package, whatever it is, they will now allow you to add your height on there. Oh. So women can be swiping through and be like, oh, hey, there's a 6 foot tall guy.
They could put the filter on and probably limit. I mean, maybe this is good news for short people as well, because obviously it's a bummer because there is a certain demographic that will say if you're under a certain height, you're just ineligible.
Yeah.
But if you're being filtered out of search results because you've put in that you're a short king, at least you won't have to have that awkward moment where you're now talking to this new person you're interested in that you've matched with and have that moment where they're like, how tall are you? And you go, you know what? Never mind. Have a great day.
I mean, I get it. Everybody has their preferences, but like, what do you really need someone who's over 6 feet for? What are you shooting hoops or you getting a cat out of a tree?
You on Tinder trying to put together a pickup team?
It's like a security thing. You just need more protection. Is that what you need to feel safe?
I mean, yeah, maybe that's it, right? Like there are just certain things that only tall people can do. And if that's what you need in your life, then I guess it gives you more options, more power.
Just add it to the list of being tall of another pro for you guys there.
We are doing quite well, I will say. In the grand scheme of things, we've got it pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are like higher in the dating realm or whatever. If you're over 6 feet, you can see better at concerts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We don't have to worry about trying to get up on the seat or on our tiptoes.
Never have to ask anyone to grab something for you.
No, as a matter of fact, it's the opposite. The other day, the kids found a little stash of diner mints that I've been hiding and snacking on. And so I was just able to move it up 2 shelves, and now they think it's completely gone.
One thing I am jealous is, like, tall people, you don't even realize, like, you have so much more room for tattoos and stuff like that.
Well, that is true. I didn't even think about having these big old wings
As a short person, I have thought about these pros more than I thought about my own flaws.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? Is for us, those who are just born into it, those who are naturally selected to be God's favorites, like, we don't think about the blessings we've been given. We just live in them.
You guys have such an easier chance of getting a drink at a bar. Do you know how hard it is for my short ass sometimes to like, hey, over here, like.
But that's why you have me. You tap me on the shoulder, I put my hand up, I'll bring them over for you.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Talking about the advantages, the pros and cons of being tall, Brother Jay said this.
I'd have to say, Well, short people would smell farts first.
That's one for sure.
It's nice. The air is a little bit better up here.
We had Keith on the phone. Keith said this.
Being tall there, it's raining first before the short ones do.
We can spread the word. We're like an early alert system.
Yeah, you tell the short, hey, it's going to rain.
And now, I will say, as much as that may be a pro, when you guys get into the water there and you get into the lake, you know that, at least for guys, there's nothing worse than that prolonged feeling of getting to the certain waist level.
Oh, absolutely.
You guys got to drag that out an extra couple feet.
That's just it. You have a guy like you, 3 steps and you're in the deep end of the pool for you. For me, I got to wade out into the water.
Yeah. You tall guys don't have to deal with the shrinkage so early, I guess. But...
No, but it still happens. It just happens later.
We had someone else call in and they said this.
You don't fit in good sports cars, Lamborghinis or Ferraris or stuff like that.
It's very true.
No leg room.
My father-in-law is a Porsche guy, and I hate going for drives with him because they're the most beautiful cars when they pull up. Then you go to get in, and you got to suddenly be a Pilates expert.
Now, as much as that may suck, if you go on any road trip, you guys automatically get shotgun.
Well, yeah, because I can fit 6 of you in the same space as it takes for one of me. I need the leg room.
We do got Mike on the phone. Mike, what is a pro and a con or a con of being so damn tall, my friend?
Yeah, it sucks, dude. It sucks. Think of my skull. The center of my skull is like thicker than the average person from smashing it off all the time.
Dude, so true. The number of times I've banged my head, everybody looks like, how did you even do that? It's like, I'm just existing.
Exactly, yeah. You're just trying to roll through life, and everything's just smashing you in the face.
Yeah, but you guys get to look down on everyone. Remember that, okay?
This is true. Cleavage shots are better at 6'5".
The Brock and Dolby Podcast.
The Brock and Dolby Podcast.
Have you seen this story that's been going around of the woman who got the Red Bull barcode tattooed on her bicep?
No.
She got it right down here, just right about the elbow. She's got the functional barcode that you would scan.
Oh, for like the price?
To ring through a Red Bull at a grocery store or a convenience store, wherever you are, so that if she wants to buy a Red Bull, she doesn't have to scan the can. She can just scan her arm. And apparently she's obsessed with Red Bull. She drinks Red Bull all the time. It's her favorite drink. She has all kinds of merchandise and clothing and all that stuff.
Sure, I guess.
To her, this felt like the next logical step. And the first thing I thought of is, well, when are you going to scan it where you wouldn't also have the can in your hand?
What if they change the barcode one day?
That's the other thing. Like, change one number on the barcode, one piece of the SKU.
Well, 90% of people are just going to be like, why do you have this weird tattoo trend from the late 90s? Like, no one's going to understand what's going on.
What are we doing here? What's
Dude,
the
do
purpose?
you think any of those old 90s barcode tattoos scanned anything?
I feel like it was more of like a style thing than a functional thing.
Yeah.
But what I'd be curious about is, have any of those barcodes become a product?
Because I've seen people get the QR code tattoos where it's like it links to a Spotify song or whatever it is.
Big with like influencers and stuff like that.
I've actually seen a lot of like tradespeople. What they do is like they'll have their company name and then a big barcode on the back of their shirt. So if you happen to be behind the dude in Home Depot, you can like scan it there and it goes directly to their website.
It's like handing out your business card.
If you're running an OnlyFans account, like you're a smoking oaken girl.
Yeah.
What you do is you put a barcode down there somewhere, and then people can scan it. They get all your links to your services.
They can leave you a tip, send a donation, subscribe if they want to. It's just another form of marketing at this point. Are you going to get a QR code tattoo?
I wouldn't get a tattoo, but I would like to get a QR code like bumper sticker.
Oh, okay.
I think a big bumper sticker on the back of my card. So when you scan it, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin with middle fingers.
See, and here I thought you were going to say, it would send people to the podcast or the show website.
No. I'm looking out for everyone on the road. You get the middle finger. If you're driving and you're like, I need to scan the back of this car, you get flipped off.
You
get
deserve what you're getting in that situation. Yeah.
This is the Brock and Dolby Podcast.
Man, if I had a QR code, I'd have to do a little Rick rolling on people.
It just instantly goes to the Rick Astley song.
Yeah, man. just walks by, somebody sees QR code, they scan it just out of pure curiosity and interest, and all of a sudden just a little Rickroll and pop up, and they're like, man, I just got got.
I love the troll idea, and it's way more innocent than the guy who texted and he'd have a QR code straight to Lemon Party.
Whoa, that's a little out of there, eh?
You could do a lot of devious stuff with that. You could go 2 girls, 1 cup. You could go blue waffle. Like,
yeah, Rickroll is definitely a tame one for everybody, right?
Take the QR code, put it outside of like an ice cream place, and it goes to 2 girls, 1 cup. People think they're getting the specials.
Yo, that'd be a tough one at Toys R Us, eh?
oh, God.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
If you are one of the thousands of people who, diagnosed or not, is addicted to their phone, there is hope for you after all. We've talked on the show numerous times about the whole idea of like, could you go a day without your phone, a week, a weekend even? For those who know that they have a problem, introducing Methaphone.
What?
Yeah, it's like methadone.
Say that again, methaphone?
Methaphone. Like methadone, a drug used to help people get off of harder drugs.
There's a drug to help you get off your phone?
It's not a drug. It's basically a phone-shaped chunk of acrylic, see-through, comes in many different colors, designer colors, so that you can have the physical feeling of holding your phone in your hand, but it is just a chunk.
Like those like wooden guns they keep giving Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg and the other guys?
Essentially.
They can't handle their guns.
The idea is, it's actually very similar to, I don't know if you've ever seen these, but smokers, when they would try to quit smoking before like vaping and everything was a thing, there are some of these, they're like plastic or porcelain, or they're basically short straws.
Oh, just for like the oral fixation kind of thing.
That's exactly what it is. So this, obviously, instead of oral, it's the tactile sensation in your hand of holding your phone to sort of give your brain that signal of like, it's okay, we're connected, everything's fine.
Dude, if you need one of those, seriously, go touch grass.
You are too far gone.
Go for a walk, my guy.
The crazy thing is, too, they're like $30 to $50 from what I've seen. Like, obviously, this is now a trend, so there are numerous campaigns and companies that are trying to produce these. They'll probably be on like Temu and all those other sites sooner than later.
This is the stupidest thing I've heard all week, and it's only Monday.
I just feel like you should have figured out you had an addiction to your cell phone well before you needed methaphone.
I mean, like, what's it going to do for you? Are you just going to pretend to swipe on it?
Well, and that's just it, right? Because, like, again, I get the idea of, like, that feeling of security, the security blanket of, like, having it in your pocket or having it in your hands. But you're right. For most people, it's the doom scrolling. And you can't do that on a phone with no screen.
Yeah, if you want a fake phone, go to Salvation Army, get like a Fisher-Price thing or something. Like,
I think that's, if you have the clear acrylic one, at least you can tell people, like, this is a medical aid. If you're walking around your office carrying a Fisher-Price toy phone, people are going to talk about you at the water cooler.
Dude, imagine if you were like, oh, man, I'm not going to drink for a while, so I'm going to carry around an empty can. Like, how crazy does that sound?
See, empty can wouldn't work. You need to carry around a full can. It would be like if you walked around carrying a can of Prohibition and just never opened it.
Yeah.
You're like, no, this is fine, guys. I'm just kicking the habit.
That is so stupid.
Methaphone. Available everywhere now.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Earlier this morning, we got to hear the tall people brag about the advantages of being so tall and how lucky you guys are.
See, that's the weird thing is you called it bragging. It's informing. We were asked what's the nice thing about being tall. We told you. Now we're bragging.
Well, now it is our time to let our voices be heard. Short people, I want to know, 762-555, what are some of the advantages of being a short person?
Now, first of all, I just want to point out I'm average height.
Yes.
As all short people do.
Of course. I apologize for the disrespect. I as well am average.
But, like, I guess just the fact that we fit better in places, you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking, like, airplanes or, like, Dalby was talking about the Porsche. Like, not even just smaller cars in general, we've got all the leg room for days.
Dude, way better spots for hide and seek as well.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Also, I can sleep on a pull-out couch without my feet dangling off.
Yes.
Well, I happen to like when my feet dangle off the edge of the bed. Thank you very much.
Well, hey, then we're all happy. It's all working out. And surely it must be a little bit easier for short people to find clothing. Like my friend's so short she can shop in the kids section. Like, she's got options going crazy.
That is the ultimate. It's so much cheaper in there.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm going to get put on a list with this mustache if I do that.
Oh, yeah, no.
The Brock and Dobby Podcast.
Well, if it ever comes to a battle between the two of us, all the short people, there's way more of us, will get together and we'll kick their finances. Uppercuts all the way.
I actually don't think that that's true. We're seeing that short people have a lot more trouble in the dating pool, which means that tall people are more likely procreating more. We're phasing out short people at this point.
Maybe, but there's a lot of short people on both sides, sexes. So I think short people are multiplying, maybe even more.
I think if we have 100 short people versus one tall guy, like that gorilla situation, we are taking you out, dude.
Just jumping on their back, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, our tall person is Brock Lesnar then. That's who we choose.
Damn. Well, Mike Tyson's pretty short. We'll take him.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of tough short guys we could go with.
I dare you to be the one to go to Mike Tyson and be like, we need a tough short guy. That's probably not going to go well.
He would speak for the community. He's got to jump up and bite your ear, but he could do it. We were looking for pros and advantages of being short. Amy said, I don't have to duck in door frames, less likely to hit my head on something.
It's true. If a house was built before 1960, tall people are in for a tough time.
Lori called in and she said this.
Advantage is when you're at concerts and you're on the floor, you get up to the front pretty quickly because people feel sorry for you and they push you along. And next thing you know, you're up at the front getting guitar picks and right up there getting all the good pictures.
We have a better chance of getting a set list than you ever will.
I mean, that's true to some extent. You might get in front of me between me and the rail, but at the same time, I don't have to get up as close. I can be third row and still see everything.
I will say, as a short guy in a mosh pit, I don't get attacked as much as you ever will.
They'll go for my knees, you little ankle biters.
Which, on top of that, we have a better center of gravity than you ever will. We won't slip on the ice in the winter, especially living here in Canada.
That's true. That's true.
Right. Someone else texted in that things look bigger when you're smaller. It's another advantage, for sure.
When you're painting, if you make a small mistake on a small canvas, it stands out more.
Cody texted in and said, pro of being short is your coffin will cost less when you die.
You use up less materials when you die.
We got one more caller here. What do you think?
Being short is awesome because we are going to take over the world because we're getting the tall people to do all our bidding. Oh, I can't reach this. Oh, I'm sorry. Could you get that for me? We've got the world by the balls. Oh, yeah.
Well, and you're in a position to get them.
That's right. You don't do it, I can get you.
I was always mad that, my basketball career never went anywhere because I was so short. But now I'm realizing that all these rich people that own these basketball teams, they're actually on the other end of it. They're making the tall people work for them.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a
We are
regular
gonna take
Mark
over the
Cuban,
world.
bud.
Yeah, you guys are just our slaves.
That's right.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, it is time to play our new game, Bark at the Moon. Every day for Lotto tickets, we are going to have you do a dog impression. Today we've got $100 in Lotto Max tickets, and we are looking for this noise. Some weird stuff huskies do.
Imagine waking up to that on the weekend. Lotto Max jackpot is tomorrow, $20 million for the draw. You'll have a great chance at that if you win $100 in tickets from us today. by doing the best whatever that is.
We've got 3 Huskies on the line. If you are not one of them, that does mean you are a judge here. So treat it like a dog show. Let us know, 762-555, who is the best Husky this morning. We will start on line 1. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. It's Eric.
Eric, all right, my man. We need you to bark at the moon by doing this. You think you can do that for us, Eric?
I don't know if I got the high pitch, but I'll give her a whirl, bud.
Give it a shot, Eric. I'll give you this one piece of advice, and same to the 2 people on hold. Hold your phone a little further away so you don't break your microphone.
All right, will do.
All right, take it
All right.
Hell yeah, Eric.
Well done, dude.
Hell
Well done.
yeah, Eric.
Hot start. Hot start.
Holy shit.
Oh, now we gotta let you go. Oh, Eric. Well, you showed us what to do and what not to do.
That was a really educational moment. We apologize for the profanity on the air.
Have to do it to him. Shame. All right, we go to line 2 now. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, it's Alex.
Alex, all right, can you do this for us?
I'll give her a go, yeah.
All right, whenever you're ready, Alex, take it away.
Why does Alex sound like a British police car?
Yeah. All right, stay on hold for us, Alex. Okay. We go to line 3 here. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, it's Lauren.
We need you to do this for us. Can you give us your best Husky, Lauren?
I'll give it a go. I have a Husky, so it should be good.
All right. Let's hear it.
Ow! Ooh!
Do it one more time. You cut out.
Oh. Ow! Ooh!
It's like 3 stages of a blender.
Yeah. All right, stay on hold. All right, we will take one more caller since Mr. Bad Boy on line 1 had to swear this morning. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Hey, it's Chris.
Chris, all right, you know what we need? We need you to bark at the moon Husky style here. Can you do that for us, Chris?
Do my best.
All right, let's hear it.
You know what I just put together? Huskies sound like Pauly Shore.
Kind of. All right, so what are we thinking? We got Alex, we got Lauren, we got Chris.
Oh, it's Chris. I listen, and that's no offense to Alex or to Lauren, who both thank you. You put in a great effort, but it would have been Eric. Eric ruined it by doing what you're not allowed to do on live radio, and Chris came in and gave a very similar performance.
Chris, are you still there, my man?
I'm still here.
All right, you get a ding and a round of applause, my dude, and $100 in Lotto Max tickets for tomorrow night's jackpot, all right?
All right. Don't tax my gourd.
If you happen to win the jackpot tomorrow, some nickels and dimes for the fellas over here, or what?
I'm sure we could shine some up for you boys, eh?
Hell yeah, brother.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast. You know those BuzzFeed quizzes that are so much fun? Yeah, that's not what this is. It's the quiz with Brock and Dalby.
In honor of all of my short kings and queens, you know, we did talk about the advantages of being a smaller person, a little person.
That's right.
So today's theme for the quiz is little songs. Songs with little in the title.
Not songs that are short in duration, but with the word little literally in the title of the song.
So as always, I will give you a band. You give me their little song, okay?
I've got a couple in my head, so I feel like I should be able to get at least 500
If
today.
you get this one wrong, you just have to go home. You have
Okay.
to actually quit your job
Oh,
today.
damn.
When I say the tragically hip, you would say?
Little Bones.
There we go.
Yes. Yeah,
there
that would have been quit work.
It would have been pitchforks outside if
That
you
would
didn't
have
get
been
that one
very
right.
bad.
All right, 1 for 1 on the little quiz.
Okay, that's one of the ones I thought of, so here we go.
Next one should be an easy one. Queens of the Stone Age.
Little Sister. Great song.
Were you a little worried that you were going to be wrong for a second?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
All right, 2 for 2 on the little quiz here. All right, your next question. When I say queen, you would say?
Queen does.
It has little in the title.
I know it has little. That's the whole point of the quiz.
I
It's
just
not a
wasn't
hint.
sure if you forgot. Yeah.
Oh, it's right on the tip of my brain.
Oh.
I don't have it.
I
can't get it.
Nothing?
Oh, no.
Ready?
Crazy little thing called love.
Crazy little thing called love. What a little mistake that you're going to regret.
That's a big mistake.
Yeah.
That sucks.
All right. Okay. So you're 2 for 3 right now. When I say good Charlotte, you would say?
No, I don't have no idea.
What?
No idea.
What?
I'm sorry. Listen, there was a Good Charlotte song on one Madden game back in the early 2000s, and I don't even remember which one that one was.
Sometimes it's the little things that piss me off about you.
I'm willing to admit that I may have heard this song before, but
What?
I feel no shame for not knowing Good Charlotte.
Did you not go to high school in the early 2000s?
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, you're way older than I thought. That's right. Shame on you, sir. All right. Jeez. All right. Okay.
Damn, okay.
2 for 4. When I say Supertramp, you would say?
See, they got me all rattled now. Supertramp is,
It has little in the title. Don't forget that.
I hate you so much. Shut your mouth.
Nothing?
I got nothing. I'm so locked up here.
You need to give a little bit more effort.
A little bit. Oh my God. What are we doing here?
Not doing good.
That's, again, I don't care that I got the Good Charlotte one wrong, but that and Queen sucks.
I will not take the good Charlotte disrespect that we are hearing this morning.
It's not disrespect. I barely acknowledge
The
them.
Madden brothers deserve better than this. All right, final one here to at least get 500 on the quiz. When I say the police, you would say?
It would be,
It does have little in the title.
I hate you so much. The police is, that's the, I was thinking of that, and then I was like, that's not the police. Of course it is.
Yeah, because you don't believe in magic, so you never think of this
This
song.
is the worst quiz I've ever done.
It was a little bit embarrassing.
What was my prediction? I should be able to get at least 500. 2 and 4.
I hate to do it to you.
No, it's well earned.
That's one for the quiz. Another for the disrespect on Good Charlotte.
I'm
this
not
morning.
taking that one. You can keep that one.
Shame on you,
can
sir.
Shove that one
Shame
up
on
your
you,
Benji
sir.
Madden.
This is the Brock and Delby Podcast.
Have you ever heard of Kurt's Rossendales?
Kurt's Rossendales? No.
He is a UK canoeist who is supposed to be at the Olympics next year, but may not be going. Because he decided to start an OnlyFans earlier in January. And the UK governing body that runs the whole Olympic organization was like, you cannot be doing that. But he claims, as an Olympic athlete, if you didn't know, unless you're one of the top tier guys, you don't really make anything. You're just doing it for the love of the game.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Some countries pay better than others. Some of the Asian countries pay their athletes really well, but most are just like, here's some bread, get going.
Especially if you're doing the canoe stuff.
Not a major money-making event.
So he says he started his own OnlyFans account to help raise some funds, help out his training, and just his lifestyle in general.
Makes sense.
And they are trying to shut him down, and they're saying you either go to the Olympics next summer or in 2 years, or you keep your OnlyFans account open.
Damn, that's crazy, man. They're I guess I have to ask because not every person on OnlyFans is selling. Is he selling shirtless pics and stuff?
I mean,
is he doing stuff?
He's the bottomless pics for sure.
Okay, all right. So, now that we know what we're working with.
He's letting his paddle fly, yeah.
I mean, listen, at the same time, unless he's wearing, his Olympic uniform while he's selling those pictures, the man's got to eat.
I also feel like they're looking at this in the wrong way. This is how you get people to watch that event.
That's true.
Right?
Absolutely.
If everybody in the canoeing event had an OnlyFans, everybody would be watching it.
They would be a much more popular sport, which maybe means the government could pay the athletes better and they wouldn't all need OnlyFans.
The Brock and Delby Podcast.
Ed's word of the day.
Let's see what he's got.
Good morning. Now, today's word is red herring. It's 2 words. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, red herring. R-E-D, red. Herring. H-E-R-R-I-N-G. And it's a herring cured by salting and slow smoking to a dark brown color. What was the brown color? Why would you call it red? Anyways, and it's also something that distracts attention from the real issue. So it's a political move, I guess. Anyway, that just about does her. Have a great one. Cheers.
I thought it was more like a clue.
I was going to say, it can be a political thing in that when you see politicians start picking on one specific thing when the problem's really over here. But more often than not, like you said, a red herring is basically something, you see it a lot in crime shows, crime movies, where they'll find a clue that points so hard at one person, and then that person is not the criminal.
I mean, sometimes a red herring in dating is when they all of a sudden are asking for your social insurance number.
That would probably be after the red herring.
It's probably a clue that's not real.
If he or she posts a picture where you can't distinctly tell how tall they are, it's a red herring.
If their dating photos are like more than like one person in there, that's a red herring. Yeah.
If the guy has a hat on in every picture, that hat is a red herring.
You're being bald-fished.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.